Yo, yo, yo. What is good, everyone? Let's switch it real quick, and boom. Hello. Now, as you all might be able to tell, the audio sounds kind of different. And the audio sounds different because the mic is cooked. This thing is cooked beyond belief. I will let you know straight up. I have spent the past 30 minutes heating it up with this hair dryer here. Heating it up for nothing. So the mic is cooked. The audio gonna sound different. But I literally can't do anything about it. I had to delay the stream for like probably 10 extra minutes just because of that. So had to say that first and foremost. Audio gonna probably sound different for this stream or anything going forward. Anything. Until we're able to get a new microphone. So, there you go. Outside of that, I do know that a lot of people have already reacted to the chapter. Luckily, I don't really know what it was about for the most part, which is great. My presumption that it's going to be about the guy who was walking up to Luffy, I feel like I'm so sold in that prediction that that's probably going to be what happens. So I'm just fixing the lighting real quick. That's my general prediction, that we're going to figure out who that guy is, and then we'll get a break. If there's no break again, I'm going to be very, very shocked, genuinely. But that's my one big prediction. We're going to see who that guy is, whether it's Shiki, whether it's Scopper, whether it's Luis Arnaud. That's a great theory I like. You know, whatever it's going to be, I'm excited, because that'll probably be a big enough reveal that Oda will do a break and we could kind of absorb all the insanity that's been happening throughout Elbaf for the past like month or so. So I'm very excited. Now, because there's no microphone, you're going to hear a lot of clicking, you're going to hear a lot of scrolling on the mouse, you know. Again, it is what it is. But first and foremost, shout out to everyone who's here already. We somehow have over 10 people here, which is wild. Before the chapter even begins. But let me just make sure I can do this real quick. That's looping, perfect. That's what's wrong. It didn't let me go into my thing. With this being the first stream of the month, obviously we got to give a shout out for the gifted members. So let's do that right now. Let's do that. For some reason it's not letting me do it. Hold on. Alright, we're about to do the gifted members right now. Let's see the lucky 5 for this time. Let's see the lucky 5. So shout outs to Killian, Panda Man, Alejandro Solis, Tiante Black, and Jim M. Mountain. Shouts to those 5 who are luckily being graced by Moda and being gifted members of the channel. Super sick. What's it though? I had a thought popped in my head. Thought popped in my head. Oh, so I've been doing a lot more. Why is this like not? Yeah. All right. That's bizarre. I'm gonna move that down a bit. Sorry, that was weird that it was in the corner. So, one thing I am, considering heavily is doing more like community streams. I've mentioned this before. Obviously, it's been a bit difficult doing community streams when I can't talk without it glitching out every few seconds, but it is what it is. I'm hoping to get a Switch capture card at some point in the future. I just got Mario Party on the Switch. Looks like a ton of fun, and I played it twice on Melon T's stream. So obviously, shouts to them, Melon T, goat. And not to be that guy, but I did win. I did win in my second game playing. So, that's a big time stuff right there. You know, me, I played as Goomba. You know, who doesn't like Goomba? I love Goomba. So, if you guys ever are down to play stuff like Mario Party, Mario Kart, Smash, all that, that'll probably be something in the future as well. And I think it'll be a fun time. Oh my god. Alright. But with that, let's get into the predictions. Like I said, I'm definitely thinking the guy is going to be revealed. Whether it ends up being Shiki, Scopper, or whoever, it'll be something cool enough. Cool enough. Because I think this will definitely be something Oda uses to give us a break thing. You know? So I'm excited for that. 100%. Now, should be good to go. That's my big, like, that'll probably happen expectation. If we don't have that, I think the other big shocker would be Shamrock meeting with Luffy, but I highly doubt that's going to happen so soon, because Luffy's obviously going to talk to these other giants probably more, because they were dissing Shanks. They were dissing Shanks. It's really that simple. Luffy is not going to take that and just roll with it. So we're probably going to see more of that. Maybe we continue with Robin with the Harley stuff, because that was such a crazy bombshell that we're probably going to have more of her thoughts on it, because this is obviously something she's probably really interested in. So that'd be cool. Obviously, we've all been destroyed by these major revelations with the One Piece world. So there's a lot here. There's a lot. But those are my expectations. I say we get right into it, but first, I'm gonna mute real quick while I type it in, because otherwise you'll hear me typing like crazy, and I'll put up a poll whether or not we read the title of the chapter. So just give me a second, and we'll be doing that real quick. And we're back. Also, I do want to give a heads up that because there's no microphone, it's just this right here, you're possibly going to hear some wind in the background or anything like that. It's kind of windy here. So just as a heads up, it's not from your guys' end. It's more likely not from here. I tried my absolute hardest to try to nullify some of the sounds, but I could not, to be blunt. I could not. So yeah, it is what it is, but hey, you know, when we get the new microphone, it'll be great. It'll be great. So, it seems like reading the chapter title is fine. We already have a resounding yes on read the chapter title, so it's not like a crazy spoiler, so that's good to know. Okay. Then with that, I'm about to get right into it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. You know what else I'm pretty excited for? You know, we saw Who's Who in the last cover page. What's going to happen with him? What's gonna happen with Who's Who? I'm pretty excited. Is Who's Who gonna like fight with Yamato or something? Or maybe even Tama? I don't know. I'm excited. Let's see what's up though. One Piece 1139, which is called Mountain Eater. Okay. Okay. Killian, I appreciate you saying thanks for the gifted. You were just luck of the draw, you know what I mean? So I'm glad you appreciate the member. Alright, let's see though. Mountain Eater. We got a bunch of the cat guys, the cool looking leopard kinda jaguar one with the hat. I like him. Who's who with the sword? A long sword. That's fun. That's really cool because obviously the gag with Who's Who is that he unsheathed the sword and it was like really small. This is cool though. Okay, Who's Who got a big sword, big old sword, with these two people laying on the ground. Two rebels apprehended. No way. No way. Okay, so this is totally Ulti in page 1, right? It has to be. Because page 1, that's definitely page 1 on the left, without a doubt. That's gotta be him. That's gotta be him. So we got page 1, and Ulti with the horn. Bro. Okay. Okay, now I'm actually really excited. Okay, Ulti's back. Love Ulti. Oh my god. This is gonna be so much fun. Okay. See, like, this is crazy. This is crazy, right? Because I remember so many people were like, oh, Ulti at page 1 should join Kid's crew. That was like a relatively big concept back in the raid. Because Ulti at page 1 were like funny and they had that cute like sibling, you know, banter stuff. It was great. And I actually, you know, as horrible as a person Ulti is, you know, oh. This is interesting. Okay, this is interesting. Because Ulti, obviously, during the fight with Nami and Usopp, was ready to straight up kill Tama. And Tama's here. At least I'm fairly certain. Yeah, shout out to Sib for subscribing to the channel. Ulti's here. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Are Ulti and Tama gonna have like some kind of little scuffle here or something? Some kind of callback to that? I don't know. I'm very excited. Obviously, page 1, cool-ish. All right, Ulti though, I'm here. I'm here for Ulti. Ulti, very cool character. I'm very happy she's back. Who's Who with a real sword this time. This is gonna be great. Best cover page in a hot minute. Tama beating up Hold'em was pretty great, but this is fire. I'm very excited for Ulti to be back in the story. Also, I'm gonna close the poll since I literally just read the title. Alright, but nah. Ulti's back. This is hype. Alright, awesome. 2 rebels apprehended. Are they rebels because they like left Who's Who's group? Are they rebels because they are kind of vagrants? They're vagrants, you know, wandering around Wano? I don't know. I'm pretty excited though. Ulti, please be toxic and terrible. I need you to be awful, please. Okay. Let's go. Alright. What was it called? Mountain Eater? That's the title, right? I'm fairly certain. Mountain Eater. Alright. The key hunt continues. So yeah, they're looking for the key for Loki still. Cool. At this rate, we'll still be looking after sundown. Just how big is this castle? Those guards were no help either. Honestly, the only ones who'd probably know where to find what we're looking for are a few of the Greybeards, like Elder Jarl. Oh, that's a fun little... That's fun. That's like a symbol of like respect, I guess, in their culture, calling them the Greybeards. That's fun. I really like that. The Greybeards. Are a few of the Greybeards like Elder Jarl. Oh, Sword Gramps. I wondered if he'd tell me if I asked. There's no way he would. Just trying to free Loki is a heinous crime. We haven't decided if we're gonna let him go yet. You're no fun, Zoro. Hey, over here! And so Nami found something. And Luffy's running over, you know, doing the Gear 5 pose while running, which is amazing. What is it? A red carpet. The mark of nobility. Could that be the throne room? Oh, and Roto, he's like worried. He's like, oh no, we're about to find some crazy stuff. Okay, this is fun. I'm hoping we learn more about Harold. Harold is cool. You know, I feel like we all agree Harold has a lot of possible, you know, connections with Kaido. obviously with the horns. He looks insanely similar to Kaido. And speaking of the horn thing, Ulti had horns as well. Does she have the ancient giant Oni? You know, I don't even know what it would be called. The genealogy. You know, that would be cool. Could that be the throne room? Oh, whoa, we got a huge panel. Pardon the intrude. Whoa, it's all smashed up. And we're seeing the summoning circle. Oh, bro. Bro, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. It's all smashed up. This rubble looks more recent. There's a hole in the ceiling. This is the throne room, all right. I must say. But I must say, what is the meaning of this mark? A mark? Where? They don't even realize that's crazy. Because Roto's obviously huge. You know what I mean? And he's looking down, he's seeing the big old pentagram circle thing. But because Luffy, Nami, and Zoro are so small, they can't even tell. They must think it's like some ornate kind of design on the floor. That's sick. That's really sick. I really like how you can tell that the attack was so long ago. Because look at this. In this completely like ruined castle, there's like trees growing on the ruins. The trees have like kind of embedded themselves into these stone pillars here. That's cool. And the rug is completely screwed over to the extent that there's grass kind of overtaking the rug. It could be like moss or grass, but you could see like it's got to be like, how long ago was this? Because there's no way that plants could just grow this fast. I feel, you know, maybe because they view it as like this cursed site that they don't visit. They're not even trying to, you know, keep anything in check. I mean, it might have been a while. It might have been a while. It might have been a while because we see like all the skeletons are still here. So it had to have been long enough for skeletons to decompose. And these are giants, which would probably take longer to decompose because they're obviously, they have more mass. This is crazy though. A mark, where? I see it now. I've seen these in a book. I've seen these in books before. It looks like a magic circle. Okay. Is that Roto talking or is that Nami talking? Nami looks pretty worried in this panel, so that's interesting. I've seen these in books before. It looks like a magic circle. What's that? They apparently use them in rituals to summon demons in some countries. Huh? Does that really work? Beats me. What's that thing doing here in the throne room? I think that is Nami talking about the book. I mean, Nami's a reader, so that's not shocking to me, but that's crazy. What's that thing doing here in the throne room? I must say, it's creepy. I feel like I saw something like this recently. Whoa! Whoa, okay. Okay, so... Hold up. So there's two things. Luffy being aware, like, I feel like I saw something like this recently. You didn't just see one, bro. You saw 5 of these things that were right in front of you. So I'm glad you're at least having some kind of connection to that. I will say, though, now that we're looking on, like, the outer section of the circle, that looks a lot like the poneglyph text. Am I crazy? Does anyone else see these and think the poneglyphs? Because it looks like that, right? The way they're all like squares. A lot of the poneglyph text is like squares. And it seems like every single one of these characters is like confined into a square. Which is interesting. And then we get the speech bubble here. Which is like... I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But it seems like they edited it to be like, because this is obviously edited. You know, all the text in this is edited to be English. But this panel has a very thick outer, not panel, speech bubble. Has a very thick outline, and they they used a drop shadow on the text, which is crazy. So this is like the first ever speech bubble we've seen like this in the whole series. So this is clearly going to be someone important. Probably the guy. If it's not the guy, it could be. There's no chance it's Emu. There's no chance. But this is interesting though. Straw Hat Luffy. Huh? Who's there? It's a demon? No way. Who said that? I must say, it couldn't be a vengeful spirit, could it? I like... Roto's kind of like Usopp. Kind of cool. Roto gives Usopp vibes. I've been wanting to meet you. Stay calm, stay calm. Who are you? Show yourself. A demon was summoned. The castle really is cursed. Let's get out of here before we're possessed. Wait, don't run, Roto. Oh, whoa. Alright. Wait. And then there's this massive axe being thrown, which, alright, well, to be honest, that alone is a giveaway that it's Scopper. Because Scopper used axes. We saw this in, you know, the Odin flashback. We know Scopper uses axes. So I'm 100% sold that Scopper is going to be the guy. The fact that Scopper is able to throw this axe that is as big as a giant is crazy. So really cool. Also, it is kind of cool that there's an axe here, and obviously all of Elbaf is based on a big old tree, you know, so that's a fun little connection. He's like a lumberjack in a way. Maybe that would be cool. That'd be really cool if like he was in the underworld and he like climbed up the tree using axes. That's fun. I like that. So the axe is huge though. It's probably like the size of Roto's arm, and Roto's obviously a giant. So this is a crazy huge thing for a human to be able to throw. Don't drop us! And Nami screaming in terror as Roto does like a, you know, a scared expression. Thanks. Oh, Zoro Kawanami. Hey, there's someone on the throne. Someone on the throne. Okay, okay. Someone on the throne. Was he there the whole time? Sorry, I just want to check this. Was he on the throne? No. No, I don't see it in the first panel, at least. Someone on the throne. I must say, I'm terribly sorry, Nami. You're dead. Oh. The O, is that from Luffy? Or is that from the guy? I don't know. Oh. Oh. Roto is saying that. Sir Ya. Sir Ya? Sir Ya? Sorry, I don't even know how to begin pronouncing that. Sir Ya, what are you doing here? Alright, they're hiding it, so... They're hiding it. I felt a strange surge of hockey coming from here earlier. And the hockey is obviously Shamrock in the circle. So this is interesting. So it's not Shiki. Gonna be for real. Thank God it's not Shiki. I truly don't think I would have cared if it was Shiki, to be blunt. It would have been cool, but I don't know how I would have felt because Shiki's already connected with rocks and all that. I feel like it would have been kind of confusing. I'm pretty certain this has to be Scopper, right? Because he has the hat, he has the hair. So this is definitely the guy who met Crocus. It makes sense that he met Crocus, both Roger Pirates. Did Scopper also have glasses like this? I think so. I think so. I'm gonna mute real quick so I can type. See, no, I won't say thank God it's not Lewis. Lewis was funny. That was a very funny, cool idea. I would have been down for Lewis. I don't even know who it is. It just says human resident of Elbaf on my screen. I felt a strange surge of hockey coming from here earlier. Ex-pirate Yasan. Okay. Well, Yasan is definitely Scopper, right? There's no chance it's not. It has to be Scopper. Sir Ya, what are you doing here? I felt a strange surge of hockey coming from you earlier. Looks like I missed whatever caused it, but I'm glad I found you all instead. I've heard rumors about you, Straw Hat Luffy. They say you defeated Kaido. It's been ages since I've been to Wano. I'd love to go again. And that makes sense because of the Wano hat. See, that's fun. That's fun. Okay. Human. This has to be Scopper, though. I swear. Okay, hold on. You know what? I'm actually not going to look up Scopper. I was going to, but I feel like if I look up Scopper Gaban, it'll be like Scopper Gaban, chapter, whatever. Like, just in the possibility that this guy isn't Scopper, I don't want to look it up before the chapter's over. But I'm fairly certain Scopper had glasses, just like these ones here. He looks similar. And he also looks pretty cool. I like his Elbathian beard. He looks cool. They say you defeated Kaido. It's been ages since I've been to Wano. I'd love to go again. It seems like, I don't know if you all remember, but there was this man who was in the build-up to Marineford. He was like smoking some kind of pipe. And he had like a tattoo on this side of his head. People thought that was Scopper as well. And he does have a mark on this side of his face, but it looks more like a scar than anything. Huh? Sir Ya? Most people on Elbaf call him Yasan. Didn't you meet Miss Ripley when you went to school? He's her partner. Oh, okay, so Scopper / well, maybe Scopper. This guy is Colin Stat. Cool. Ooh, he's the dad of that big pipsqueak. That big pipsqueak. Gah. Well, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong is crazy. So you've already met Colin and Ripley. The boy's giant blood runs strong. He's always been too big for me to hold. Can you believe he's 20? And Ripley is 80 years old. She's even older than I am. Marrying a giant doesn't make sense. Not if I'm the only one getting old. No kidding. To think someone like you exists. Love knows no bounds. Oh, goated line. That's a Sanji line. That's a crazy Sanji coded line. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Wait. Sorry. I'm zoning out real quick. Love knows no bounds. Mixed race people have existed throughout history. Buccaneers, Dosundadas? What even is that? What is a Dosundada? I love whenever Oda does this. He just drops something. It's just like, yeah, I don't know what a Dosundada is, but now I gotta know. Long leg, long necks, wotans. Even, oh wow, he brought up wotans. That's cool. Such hybrids are rare and often struggle to thrive on their own. But in every era, there have always been those who are more flexible, if you know what I mean. And then Luffy just goes, ah. What? You seem like an expert. Just who are you? I'm the missionary of love. I bet Sanji ends up like him when he's older. Thank you, Oda. Thank you, Oda. I literally said that is a Sanji coded line. And that's sold. That's sold that this dude is Scopper, right? Because Rayleigh is obviously Zoro. This is it's Scopper. It's gotta be. It has to be. Alright. I bet Sanji ends up like him when he's older. Anyway, old dude, we're looking for the key to free Loki. I must say, you shouldn't blurt something like that out so casually. Why would he know anyway? Oh, that's Rodo. That's Rodo saying that. I must say, you shouldn't just blurt something like that out so casually. Why would he know? Why would he know anyway? Oh, forget I said that. Oh, Loki, huh? It's too late. Interesting. Troublemakers, are ya? I love it. What a vindictive old coot. Just keep it to yourself, okay? Rumors were made to spread, Missy. Rumors were made to spread. That's a crazy... This dude is wild. I love him. Do you know what kind of man Loki is? What will you do if things go south? Beat him to a pulp and lock him back up. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. The one who locked him up before was none other than red-haired Shanks. Until that point, no one was able to stop him. Ooh, okay. Do you know the kind of power Loki wields? If there's even a slight chance of him running amok, have you thought about how many casualties will... Hang on. Well, the key's not going to find itself, and this old-timer sounds like he's going to go on for a while. Hey! What a waste of time. Guys, we should take this warning... Guys, we should take warnings like this more seriously. My sincerest apologies, sir, yeah. There. Oh! Sorry, I just saw the man, the myth, the legend, Goldie Roger, right there. I'm sick of all your warnings. You scared or what? That's not it. If you want to stop me, you'll have to use force. We're just pointing out the risk, Roger, you dumbass. Hey, Rodo, give that throne a push. Give that throne a push? What? Oh, the key is definitely under there. Did you know there were two others? Oh, duh. Did you know there were 2 other monstrous fighters on the Pirate King's crew besides Roger? It wasn't just Rayleigh? That's right. One time, when Captain Roger needed to recuperate, that man accompanied him to a hospital deep within the mountains. Unfortunately, enemy pirates surrounded the hospital, trying to capture them. But that one man, armed with nothing but his 2 axes, fought off hundreds of them, all by himself. One man with just 2 axes? And that's not even the craziest part. When the battle was over, not a single tree was left standing. He stripped the entire mountain bare. So he's the Mountain Eater. That's his epithet. Alright, cool. What? That's next level deforestation. That's how he got the name, Mountain Eater. Everyone knows that tale. I like how Jinbei's like, oh, duh. Who doesn't know this guy? He rivaled Vice Captain Silver's Rayleigh and was known as the left hand of the Pirate King. Okay, so I know that's some spice right there. That's some spicy fuel to the Sanji Zoro fire. Alright, we got a double page spread. Let me move this real quick. A hidden room. Is it the treasure chamber? I love you, Yasan. Treasure. Sir Ya, how do you know about this place? I love to explore. Whoa. A treasure chest room? Oh, it might be 2 double page spreads. Why is it just the chests? They're all empty. Gah. Well, it used to be a treasure chamber. You liar. Don't blame me. This is an abandoned castle. It's only natural thieves wormed their way in at some point. Still, take a look at this. Oh, the key. A prize not even thieves were willing to take. Yay! Alright, back here. Oh, back here. In other words, even the bad guys don't want Loki freed. So you still want it? Huh? What? You heard me. He's been living here in Elbaf for over 20 years now. Oh, alright, guys. I don't want to look at the end. But I have a huge... This is crazy, okay? If you want to stop me, you'll have to use force. We're just pointing out the risk, Roger. Yo, is Luffy gonna fight Scopper right now? You heard me. He's been living in Elbaf for over 20 years now. No way. The living legend who stood shoulder to shoulder with Roger and Rayleigh. The Pirate King's left hand. If you want it, you'll have to get past me. Scopper Gyaban. Okay. Huh. Oh. They changed Gaban to Gyaban. Interesting. Interesting. All right, break next week. Thank God. If you want it, you'll have to get past me. And they named him Gyaban. And there's a little thing here. The more accurate romanization so that his nickname, Yasan, would feel more intuitive. It may also tie into his epithet, Yamagurai. Oh, so Ya. So okay. That's cool. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Dude, the Sanji fans must be so ecstatic right now. Like, I can't even imagine the unbridled hype of what's happening right now. I love the axe, the axe, tree, Elbaf, like his nickname even has to connect with axes, with the Mountain Eater. Like, that's so cool, you know? Oh, this is crazy. I thought it was Thor's hammer before the key. Oh, okay. Nah, but this is crazy. If he fights Luffy with the key, bro, this is wild. This is a wild turn of events. You know, obviously Rayleigh was never, ever gonna fight Luffy, never. But this is hype. This is really hype. If this happens next chapter, it's gonna be like this. I remember last week, I think, I said the only thing they could do to like make it crazy enough that it'll be a break next week, and I would be like, okay, sure, is if it's Scopper, which it is. This is way more hype than Scopper. It's like, no, it's not just Scopper. Luffy has to fight him right now. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Guys, if Luffy is able to defeat the Sanji equivalent of Roger's crew, oh my god. That's so insane. Like, I feel like this guy, and Rayleigh did say, I'm getting old. But that implies, right? So let's think about it like this, right? So you guys know, I'm not a power scaler, but let's just think about pure narrative, like, okay, this is how things are going to go down. When Blackbeard was on Amazon Lily, and he was fighting Hancock and Kobe, and then Rayleigh shows up. He pulls his Shanks on Marineford, right? Rayleigh shows up and essentially says that, oh, if you're going to fight anyone, you're going to fight me right now. Blackbeard, not trying to do that. Blackbeard was terrified that Rayleigh showed up, right? So Rayleigh showed up to Amazon Lily, but then he had that little thing, like, I'm getting old. Guys, I'm getting old. I don't think I'm going to be able to take this. If Blackbeard and Rayleigh fought, there's a chance that Blackbeard would win. Despite of the legendary status and strength of Rayleigh, Rayleigh didn't even believe that he could win. So this is really interesting to me. Because this guy, Scopper, he's being put on a level that is literally like neck and neck with Rayleigh right now. And if Luffy's able to beat this guy right now, dude, this is gonna be crazy. Because obviously, you know, Luffy and Blackbeard, they're the two. They're the two big dogs at the end of the day. They're the big dogs. And they're both being it's actually really interesting because we had Kid and Law. Kid and Law went against Shanks and Blackbeard. And we saw that Shanks and Blackbeard were on similar-ish levels, but Blackbeard could have just like no diff everyone. Blackbeard had his crew, Law had his crew, but Shanks, it was like that. It was nothing. So to me, the structure at the moment is Shanks is definitively the top, and then Luffy and Blackbeard are fighting for like the second and third spots because let's be for real, Buggy ain't soloing a whole crew like that. That's why he has his supporters. You know, that's Buggy's whole thing. They uplift him to be as great as he is because he inspires them, you know. But this is wild because this is a direct thing where Blackbeard was going to fight Rayleigh but couldn't. But Luffy, you know, he is 100% going to fight Scopper right now. He's going to. Unless something comes up and ruins the vibes, Luffy's going to fight this guy. And it'll be sick. It'll actually be amazing. There's a fight in One Piece that I am immensely looking forward to right now. And it's just like out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, I'm in. I'm in. What do you guys think? Do you think this will be... Oh, I hate power scaling. I hate it. But this is like so hype that I don't care. Okay. Because Luffy, he's not going to no-diff this guy. He's not. There's no chance. I think this will probably be an incredibly difficult fight for Luffy. Incredibly difficult. This will probably be Luffy's hardest fight since... I don't want to say Kaido, because obviously that was really difficult. But I'll say, like... Because obviously Luffy beat Kaido. And he realistically will beat this guy. Or maybe Scopper will let him win. But I almost don't want that to be the case. Because I feel like that would nullify the growth and the intent of what he's saying. If you want it, you'll have to get past me. Maybe he's going to let him go because he reminds him so much of Roger. I mean, he already does. He already reminds him of Roger. Yeah, I was thinking Katakuri as well, especially because I feel like Katakuri obviously let Luffy win at the end of the fight. He let him win because he was like, I give up. He won the Battle of Wills. So maybe Scopper would let Luffy win in a similar way. Because it reminds him so much of Roger. That's at least my general idea. But what are we thinking, guys? Like, how difficult is this going to be? I think this is going to be an extremely difficult fight. Luffy will win. Well, I mean, he's Luffy. Of course he'll win. But this will be an extremely difficult fight. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. He looks so cool. He looks really cool. You know what I kind of like? What I kind of like is I'm fairly certain Sanji, when Oda does those like older versions of characters, doesn't Sanji have like a hair thing like this? Because Zeph has hair like that. Cool. Cool. Actually, I think so. Let me check. Let me check. He does. I was right. The beard braid in the middle, just like Zeph. Scopper has it right now. Sick. This is awesome. This is awesome. And that's really cool because it obviously Zoro and Rayleigh have the eye cut, right? But the fact it's like it's so deep. It's so deep. I love it. I think the arrival of Shamrock's reinforcements interrupts the fight. That's true, because they're probably going to be spawning in right above them. I can see that. I can see that 100%, Killian. Mid diff fight for Luffy, maybe high diff. I think it'll definitely be a high diff. There's no way that one of the three strongest people in the Pirate King's crew is putting up a mid diff fight for Luffy. As much as Luffy is one of the strongest in the entire series, like without a doubt. There's no way that these guys are gonna just be like an easy, like mid diff. When I think mid diff, I think like I don't want to slander anymore, but probably like Kizaru. I feel like that was more of a mid diff fight than I think this will be more difficult than Kizaru. I'm pretty certain this will be more difficult than that. And to be fair, that wasn't really a fully fleshed out fight. I know, but I don't know. I feel like there's just gonna be more to this because of the intensity of this being one of Roger's crewmates. You know, the pure hype of that little fact alone. I just feel like that alone just knocks it over for me. This is crazy. This is crazy. Gabon will see Roger and Luffy. No, I 100% agree, Winston. I 100% agree. Because he already has. He already has. We already have this little scene here. I'm sick of all your warnings. You scared or what? If you want to stop me, you'll have to use force. Like, he already sees it. He already sees it in Luffy. And I think it's not that... Obviously, we're probably going to have the conversation of him talking with Crocus, because that's when we were first introduced to this character. So we'll probably see that. Crocus will tell him that there's this kid. He reminds me a lot of Roger. Look out for him. And so we will look out for him. Clearly. This is wild. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The funniest thing I heard about the chapter, Ripley heard Scoffer was called the Mountain Eater and had to come check herself. That's crazy. That's so wild. High Diff Scopper tells High Diff Scopper, something tells me he's got something to teach Luffy. I agree. I agree for sure. I feel as though the thing he has to teach Luffy is two things. And they could be connected, obviously. One, what the magic circles are. The magic circles, that'll definitely be one. And then two, it'll definitely be this it says here, where is it? I felt a strange surge of hockey coming from here earlier. It'll definitely be that. It'll be connected in some way. Looks like I missed whatever caused it, but I'm glad I found you all instead. It's like, there's so much here. And I love how, that's really cool about the Wano connection stuff, because we already know that it was expanded a lot in the anime, but him and Odin had a pretty good connection, so I don't know, I'm intrigued. Madara Uchiha says, are you doing this for the passion? Yeah, I've been doing this for what? Let me see how long. 4 years for sure. Maybe not 4 years for sure. It's approaching 4 years. Let me just check to make sure. Going to mute this immediately. It's muted. Cool. May 16th, 2021. So 4 years and a few months, which is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, no, definitely for the passion. I've met a lot of great people through the One Piece community. been able to feel more comfortable just rambling like an idiot, you know, for the greatest series, uh, the best-selling manga in history. Yeah, to quote a certain someone. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this until the series ends, and obviously I talk about other stuff outside of this at this point, but it's fun. And he also says, Luffy Gear 6, will it happen? I do not think so. I do not think so. I know a lot of people uh, didn't really enjoy Gear 5, which I fundamentally disagree with. Gear 5 is amazing. So, I don't think it'll happen because I feel like Gear 5 has so much versatility that he'll be able to just add more and more and more onto it. Kind of like what he did with Gear 4, giving it different forms. But I feel like with Gear 5, it's such a malleable concept that he's able to just make it do anything, and it just works. So that's what I think. I think when Luffy said, "This is my peak," Oda was kind of speaking through that line specifically. He was like, "Look, there's no more forms. This is it." That's what I think, at least. Kev, what the bingo card looking like? I'm feeling good about the Oro Jackson idea. Let me see. The Oro Jackson idea. Bingo card. It's in here somewhere. I'm just scrolling through. I can pull it up. Alright, so we have... hold on. Let me pull it up. Nope. Sorry, you're gonna hear a lot of clicking. Alright, this is the bingo card right now. We have... obviously not a lot, because the arc is still beginning. We still... this is interesting, though, because to me it kind of deconfirms that Scopper is the man marked by flames. It kind of deconfirms that to me. Not that I believed he would be. I was always on the Saul train. But it's interesting. It's interesting nevertheless. I think the Oro Jackson is here too. This island has reunions out the wazoo, so it makes sense Frankie reunites with his master's creation. That's cool. I really like that. Robin and Saul and Yasop and Usopp gonna happen. Well, Robin and Saul did happen. Shanks and Luffy gonna happen. So I bet Frankie reunites with the ship too. I definitely don't think that because Shamrock is here, I don't think Shanks and Luffy is gonna happen. Specifically because Shamrock is here. If he did not show up, I would believe it 100%. Shamrock throws like a wrench into my expectations for when Shanks is gonna appear. If Shanks does appear in this arc, that would be awesome. That'd be really great. I think Gear 5 will have a power-up like Ultra Instinct. I mean, I could see that being the case. I can. I just kind of disagree. I feel like Gear 5 is, like I said, it's so malleable, it could just do anything. I don't think there's going to be a Gear 6. He probably is just going to keep thinking up of more and more abilities with Gear 5, and that's it. If GK? God's Knights. If God's Knights can have weapons that have weird powers, and they interrupt Luffy Gabon fight, what if Gabon recognizes a weapon or a person that was there at God Valley? That'd be cool. I would love that. Winston. Big fan of that. It would be really interesting if Gabon sees Shamrock, and if Gabon sees Shamrock, and then like mistakes him for Shanks. That would be crazy. That would be crazy because Gabon will probably let his guard down a lot. Like, oh, that's Shanks. You know, he's like basically one of my. That'd be great because Luffy even says like, oh, Shanks' family. I thought it was like the crew. What if Gabon, also feels that same way? Like, oh, Shanks is like my son in a way, or like my nephew or something, right? That would be really interesting because then he would lower his guard, and obviously this is One Piece, so take this with a huge grain of salt. Scopper like is killed by Shamrock. Shanks would be fuming if he heard that. He would be fuming. So that could be a lot of drama right there. But again, it's One Piece. Nobody dies. So that would be interesting though. That would be interesting. Let's see. Hopefully, the Man Marked by Flames is a new character. Yeah, that would be cool. I've always been, like I said, on the Saul train. I'm a big Saul fan. Of him being the Man Marked by Flames, because he literally was marked by flames. So that would be cool. If I really don't want it to be like Shiki. I really don't want it to be Shiki. Shiki can just be Shiki. I don't need him to be the Man Marked by Flames. But I don't know. There's a lot here. So if it's another new character, I feel like it would be a bit difficult. I think I'm most on board with Arouge at this point. If Arouge is the Man Marked by Flames, I would wonder a few things. Like, why? What is his role? Like, a lot of stuff. I don't know. Arouge is still the biggest, like, wild card for me in the story right now. That's what I think, at least. Imagine that Oro Jackson is in another hidden place in the castle. That would be wild. What if Kaido idolized Roger enough that his main ship is called the Waro Jackson? That's funny. Or Garling. Yeah, I could easily see Garling showing up because Garling and Scopper definitely know each other. It seems like Garling is the best like tie-in for a lot of the old generation because Whitebeard and Garling, people speculate that's what Whitebeard was actually referring to with the scar thing, and not Blackbeard. Kaido's not going to return. He's dead. Well, I definitely think Kaido will return in some form because we're definitely going to see him in a flashback. There's no question about that. In the Rocks flashback, he'll be there. I don't know. I feel like he could definitely come back. My big theory is that Big Mom turns Kaido into a homie, essentially. Because I'm 100% sold Big Mom is coming back. And if Kaido comes back kind of being used by her, I think that would be pretty cool. Because Big Mom had all that stuff about how he owes her something. So that could be something fun. And that would be really tragic because his whole motivation was wanting to essentially find Joy Boy. That was his whole motivation. And if he finds him and he feels very like satisfied, like, oh yes, finally. And then he's used to like defeat him. Not him, but his body is used to defeat him, or at least attempt to. I feel like that would add a lot of tragedy to the situation. What will happen to Pudding at the end? I mean, I don't really know what you mean by that. I feel like Pudding is 100% not going to be... Like, I don't know what you mean by that. they're definitely gonna be fine. There's no way they're gonna kill off Pudding. If so, that would be insane, but I highly doubt they're gonna kill off Pudding. Probably go back to Whole Cake Island. I don't know. I don't really see like the end game for what Pudding is gonna be, so no, I can't really answer that, to be honest with you. The Three-Eyed Tribe is interesting to me. They weren't on the mural. That was interesting. I was very shocked they weren't on the mural because they had the Lunarians, and King and Pudding in the recent parts of the story have been paired together as like the two, like, oh, the last of their kind characters. So it is interesting. It is interesting. I kind of think this was the nail in the coffin for Shiki to be in the story if it's not a Rock's flashback or cameo. Nothing significant to the plot. I completely agree. I completely agree. Shiki is one of the more... Shiki is, to me, he's interesting as a world-building element. If, this is a big if Oda was going to include Shiki as a major player in the story, he could have had him be what Wang Ji was. If Wang Ji, wasn't in the story and Shiki was the leader of, Hachinosu, that would be fine. Because, look, it's the same exact role. It's just another person on the Rock's crew, With the Enolinks, Rouge would be interesting. Yeah, a Rouge I think would be cool as the Man Marked by Flames. I don't know. I like that. I like that. I'm a big fan of that concept because I genuinely don't know how Rouge is going to fall all the way into this, if Enel is going to fall into this. There's just a lot. There's a lot here. So, Elbaf I definitely think will be a long arc. But are we going to be able to fit all this stuff in without it feeling like overly bloated? I'm not certain. Because Loki, I think Elbaf is a very focused arc right now with characters we care about, new characters. Like, because obviously I think everyone here cares about Loki at this point. And there's a lot of interesting stuff being unveiled. Like this stuff with Scopper, this is crazy. This is pretty crazy. So, I'm excited for what's to come. But I don't want the Enel and Rouge stuff to kind of throw a whole other story into this story, because I feel like it would be very cluttered and not very streamlined with the emotional narrative. Especially when Shamrock was introduced, they introduced this whole like, oh, this brother concept and this family concept with the Roger pirates and the Elbafian like royalty. Like, this is interesting to me. They're both families of the king, but they're split in different ways. Like, whoa. I find it cool. So, I don't know. I feel like Enel and Rouge would take too much out of it. That's just me, though. At least until I see a very good way for them to come into the story that's, like, easily streamlined, all that. I'm kind of like, I don't know. Her memory power has to do something with unlocking Big Mom's memories. No, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with that, Brandon King. I thought that they were referring to just the end game of Pudding in the story, which is like, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, we know that Oda is changing the story based on like what people theorize and stuff. I personally, the One Piece can literally be anything. I'll probably enjoy it because the one thing I know it's not is a big old pile of treasure. That's the one thing I know it's not. So I'm very excited. Very, very excited for what's to come. Let's see. It is Friday, so like I said, I doubt anyone is. Yeah. doubt anyone is live. Because it seems like everyone reacted yesterday. Because it was out early. But it is what it is. That'll probably be it for me, to be honest. There's a lot here that I do want to talk about. But more importantly than not, I got to figure out how to do this new microphone. Because I am annoyed by this thing. This thing, HyperX Quadcast. Just letting you guys know, this thing will die on you. It will die on you. So, if any of you have these, just a heads up. Just a heads up. So I'm going to be looking into like new microphones, like something like that. Just trying to figure out how to get a good microphone that's, you know, cheap enough, but good enough at the same time. Because this was like 100 something, if I remember correctly. And luckily I didn't have to pay for it because I got it from some program in college. Because I was doing an internship. But it's the end of the road. It's the end of the road for this thing. The solid 3 weeks of bleh and heating it up with that hairdryer. Not a good time. But it is what it is. Hopefully the audio wasn't like too bad during the stream. Obviously there were points where I was up there, you know, twisting the lighting and stuff, but you know, it seems like it's not too bad. It seems like it. Obviously you can hear the clicking and all that, but I can't do anything about that. As I said though, well now I gotta prioritize getting the microphone, but I am hoping to get a capture card, and obviously without a good microphone, I don't plan on recording any like videos for quite a while. Luckily, I do have a video I'm editing right now. I decided to do my first ever like long form IDW Sonic video because a new chapter came out and it's the start of a new arc. I'm like, hey, might as well. And so far, the video is in the audio cutting down parts, but the visual part will take significantly less time. So, I'm excited. What's it called? Sorry, my brain is zoned out real quick. Yeah, the video is probably going to be like relatively, at least at this point, I've gotten to like 5 minutes of footage, not footage, 5 minutes of audio like streamlined. And originally it was like 50 minutes of like all audio. It was like 50 minutes. And I'm like, alright, ain't no way it's gonna be 50 minutes. But it's getting cut down. It'll probably be like 20-ish minutes, 20 to 30. I don't know. I'm very excited though. This is something I wanted to do for a hot minute. And I decided, you know what? I might as well. It's something I enjoy talking about. Yeah, it's really that simple. Also, Madara Uchiha. I don't want to like force super chats by any means because I don't want to like it force anyone to donate more than they are comfortably able to or anything. I appreciate you being willing to donate, obviously, but I'm not going to give you an amount because that's not something I am comfortable with, to be blunt. But yeah, working on the video. I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Looking forward to the reception. Hopefully, since they're not too difficult to like edit, I don't think it'll take long. But you know, it is what it is. I've been working on it for the past 2 days because I recorded all the footage yesterday. And then I started editing the audio down, Yeah, yeah, okay. I recorded all the footage yesterday and started editing the audio. And then today I'm going to hopefully finish the audio, probably the visuals, and get it out by tomorrow. That's my hope, at least. It'll definitely be out by the weekend, whether it's Sunday or Saturday. I don't know. But, hey, I'm looking forward to it. So, hopefully you guys check it out. It would be greatly appreciated. But with that, I'm going to get back to editing that, like, right now, because I want to get it done. And then, hopefully, what's it called? Hopefully get the ball rolling on this microphone thing, because this is annoying. This is annoying. One of my friends offered to give me like a headset thing because they don't use it, but I don't really know. I want it to be like consistently the same kind of audio, so I'm a bit skeptical. But I do appreciate them for offering, obviously. But again, rambling aside, new video coming out soon. Yeah, there you go. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed. Great chapter. Excited for what's to come. So take care and have a good one.